2016, I got a round-trip ticket to Cambodia for $400. So my friend Tammy and I hopped on a plane from San Francisco and headed to Siem Reap. We traveled to Cambodia in September and it was extremely hot and humid with daily heavy rainfall during the early evenings. It's hotter than Miley Cyrus nude out here, all the while being humid and moister than a rambunctious tea on prom night. Just got to the hotel. It's fucking humid as fuck out here. It's 1 a.m. This AC is going to be working overtime. The country is sandwiched in between Thailand and Vietnam. It's most famous for the temple of Angkor Wat and the temple that has a tree growing around the Buddha head, which was featured in the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie. Tuk-tuks were our main mode of transportation as we traveled to the temples of Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat means the city of temples and is recognized as the largest religious monument on the planet, spread across 400 acres. Walking up to the temple gates was a 3-football-length stone bridge over the lake. There were 2 30-foot-high, 7-headed dragon hydras guarding the entrance. The sun was unforgiving as heat and humidity made the journey a little harder. We entered the temple grounds. Grassy fields lay, a cooler atmosphere, with smaller ponds patched in between them. There were handfuls of locals peddling drinks, pictures, and trinkets, trying to earn their keep for the night.
The moat, you know the moat?
Yes.
The moat is made in to protect the temple.
Okay.
Yes. So this moat is going around the temple.
We took a boat ride to Thôn Slap Lake. We can see an entire village, houses, schools, markets, and everything there that are literally floating on the middle of the water. This is home to about 1 million people who make their living by fishing in and around the lake. They farm fish and crocodiles there as well. We loaded into a weather-beaten passenger boat that looked as if it were painted periwinkle blue last summer and had many chips of paint to tell a different story. Floating down the Thôn Slap River, we headed to the floating village. The water is brown, midsections of mango trees barely floated above the waterline, and fishermen's heads popped up and around their boats. As an American visiting Cambodia, the price of goods are in our favor as everything is reasonably priced and even really cheap. Pub Street is a main nightlife attraction in the area with many restaurants, bars, nightclubs, and street vendors that have massive plates of fried rice or noodles just for $1. It is here where I found one of my goals for the trip, to eat a tarantula. A cart with a heat lamp kept skewers of scorpions, spiders, snakes, beetles, and frogs warm and ready for the experimental foodie. $1 bought me my soft but crunchy spider, which I was hesitant to eat. But when in Cambodia, right?
Rolling, go! Tarantula! Put the head in your mouth! Ah!
The juices hit my tongue. Reminded me of somewhat of a crab meat. It was good. We traveled onward the next day to visit some temples and waterfalls. On the taxi ride, I noticed that some of the local road laws are extremely different than America. People just sit in the back of pickup trucks and tuk-tuks, holding their items, glass panels, and even babies without seatbelts. This definitely wouldn't fly in the US. We made our journey to Phnom Kulen waterfall and temple. It's tucked away in a dense forest in the mountains of Cambodia. With a small hike, you can overlook the forest and see the shrine that holds the golden sleeping Buddha that's 25 feet long. Local vendors around Phnom Penh make a Southeast Asian delight, freshly squeezed sugarcane juice. Another thing that you could find around Phnom Penh is Happy Pizza, which is actually marijuana-infused pizza. It's the only semi-illegal way to enjoy cannabis in the country, so we had to try a whole medium pizza for ourselves. A few hours later, we felt the effects. So it looks like the weed is underneath. I already ate one.